Hello, everybody! It is Mr. 789, buried underground for 3 days, now coming back up to nourish my soul on this glorious day of May 18th, 2017. Let me make sure I'm recording, because I am a doofus at sometimes. No, yeah, we're good to go. So hello everyone, it's me, Mr. 789, doing his hair to look good on YouTube, but not that it would ever matter anyways. But it's just for my own hubris, I suppose. Now, spawning, as you may or may not have noticed actually, we are in a StarCraft game at the moment, so assuming you are here for the reason I presume, which is to watch some StarCraft, let's get on into that, folks. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Ascension to Wire. Here's representing our red Terran player. Give it up for Passion. There we go. Ugh. The Z key is not being compliant. Goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that. My screen is doing some very weird things. I'm not sure if it's showing up on video, but believe me, it's a little bit scary. Spawning has Passion's opponent in the bottom right-hand corner of Ascension to Wire. He is representing our blue Zerg player. Give it up for ShadowRabbi. And now that I look closer, that's not his name. It is ShadowRabbi. But that is such a lame-ass name. You could have been ShadowRabbi. What the hell are you doing, man? Oh, you were this close to success, man. This close to success. But instead, you cut it short, and now you just suck. Obviously, I'm hyperbolizing, folks. I mean, ShadowRabbi. I mean, I guess that's cool a little bit. You could have been the ShadowRabbi, man. You just could have been it. I don't know, you would have performed like the best circumcisions, you would have done it in the dark so people couldn't see it. Canceling the orbital there, hopefully to make a planetary? No, actually, so, a little bit of a curious start so far for our friend Passion. Now, let's talk about what our friend ShadowRabbi is doing. He is getting a very quick gas, so he's gonna go for a 1-base speed opening, obviously, and he's going for a couple of Zerglings, really delaying that natural hatchery to put on some aggression. However, there are a couple of problems with this. Problem number one, the CC is up there. And the problem number two is, these lings aren't really doing anything. Like, even if you were to go for this early pool, which definitely is a viable technique, I mean, you would just kind of take those lings, send them on a journey over here, they would stop over here to eat, maybe here for lodging. Here they would find that the true treasure was themselves. And over here they would finally get to the command center to maybe get a cancel on it. The hopes being that the Reaper is on the other side of the map, and the command center is built on the low ground. However, Passion scattered out ShadowRabbi, so no chance to do that for him. He's gonna go ahead and try it anyways, but the Reaper is staying back at home, so Passion should be able to defend this with some pretty well ease. Now, this is I'm gonna call this a 2-1-1 build, except without stem, so we're gonna call it shit. No, I'm just joking. We're gonna call it garbanjo beans. Or maybe this is actually how you do a 2-1-1 build. I have no idea. Obviously, I'm giving him a lot of malarkey for nothing. 2-1-1 build's fairly popular, actually. Very powerful build. Pretty standard. I mean, you see your opponent doing this, you're not gonna like, you're not gonna do any of that. Your eyes are gonna stay in their sockets. You are gonna be A-okay, because you're a Zerg player and you've dealt with shit all your life. Like on 2 bases, you are the most, like when your opponent's on 2 bases, you are the most molested race out of any of the 3. And I firmly believe that Zerg players, they get harassed a lot, folks. Protest players get hurt. You know what? Harassment happens. Shit happens, folks. Now, 3rd base for our friend ShadowRabbi, because I'm helping you, man, here. Come on, be a little bit grateful. Is gonna go ahead and stay on 2 bases. Now, he doesn't have a 3rd base up, which is indicated by me saying he's on 2 bases. So, you know, A+ caster, folks. Passion still a little bit scared to take his natural base expansion. 2 Spore Crawlers not coming up on the way. ShadowRabbi just kind of covering his outs, doesn't know what he's playing against. Take a look at his vision. I'll do a quick vision check. Yeah, he sees none of this. So he sees, you know, that there's not a expansion. At this point, as a Zerg player, like red flags getting thrown up left and right. Your mom calling you in the middle of the night asking if you're okay. Like, the omens are prevalent, folks. So our friend ShadowRabbi, what's he gonna do? He's gonna throw down a Growth Horn and a Baneling's Nest. 2 structures that are very, very, very not nice to aggressive 2-base pushes. Passion, unfortunately, has no plans for such atrocities, however. He is going to be supply blocked for a little bit while he tries to make a medevac. He actually needs 2 of them. So, yeah, I'll give him some chance to get on that. He has 12 Marines, so he's going to time it pretty well. The stim could be a little quicker. The medevacs could be a little quicker. Or maybe this is as fast as he's doing it, and I am a scrub. Personally, I prefer the latter. Now, excuse me. Clear that shit out of your mouth before you start casting, Mr. 789, I hear you say. Well, I didn't know it was gonna be there, right? It's like a... We'll keep it PG-13 for now. But, let's just say rogue things in throats are unexpected for a reason. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna live that one down for never. Now, 2 more redbacks are on the way. Passion, really kind of missing his timing there, generally. With this build, you'll be on the other side of the map right now, and look at that, 4 lings and 5 queens. Does that beat 16 Sten Marines with medevacs? Hell no, it does not. Look, you get a nice nose shot. Glory. So that's a little unfortunate for our friend Passion. Kind of missing a strong timing. That's okay. You know what? We all improve in some way or another. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Slap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap. Looks like though he's finally going to go ahead and hit his timing now with 3 medevacs instead of 2, so I guess it's going to be that much stronger, but it's also that much later. And the thing about that is that Zerg are really strong macro machines, you know, right? Like 10 minutes for, like, 10 minutes. You know, let's say an arbitrary amount of time for Zerg is different than an arbitrary amount of time for Terran. You leave a Terran alone, whatever. You leave a Protoss alone, yeah. You leave a Zerg player alone, and folks, let me tell you, they are going to get absolutely bonkers schnitzel. Look at this. Creep spread already getting out to be very strong. Queen's finally able to seduce that Reaper once and for all, succumb them to creep. Where are those 3 medevacs? I thought I saw them somewhere. There we go, 3 full medevacs pushing their way on out. I mean, by the time it hits, ShadowRabbi should have been able to macro enough that he should have plenty to defend this. Look at that, 8 roaches in production with +1 attack, angry constitution. Centrifugal hooks are actually on the way. Or as they're called, centripetal hooks. You know what, I'm gonna call them centripetal hooks because centrifugal hooks don't exist, because centrifugal force does not exist. Hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm not a physicist, folks, and my brother, who is actually studying for physics, says that it kind of does exist. So, I'll just go ahead, eat a banana, do whatever monkeys like I do. But hold on to that, folks. It looks like 3 Slim medevacs for the Marines. They're going to go ahead and make their offensive move right now. Their defense was pretty well. Passion not able to get the damage he was looking for. Kind of ran into a wall of Zerg mouth first and just got a huge throat full of Queens and Ravagers. Definitely something we have all experienced at least once in our life. And if you're lying, you are probably a liar. If you say otherwise, you're probably a liar. You know what, folks? I'm not saying I make sense. I'm just asking you to bear with me as we kind of stumble through our games. Now, these 2 medevacs still kind of sharking around. Gonna go... they're still sharking around. Gonna go ahead and boost on into the main base. Probably a better place to not get an anus full of queens, so to speak. This ShadowRabbi, does he scout this? Yeah, I mean, he obviously does see it. What are the response? He is gonna go ahead and respond. Speed has centrifugal hooks for the Banelings have finished on up. Let's see what Passion do with the drop. One stem going on down. Danger Noodle gonna go ahead and stab away at those Marines like a giraffe on wacky tobacco. Meanwhile, ooh, a contingency of Marines over here. No transfers on those queens, and that is a very hurtful loss for ShadowRabbi to lose a decent amount of queens for not so much. Considering the amount of queens our friend ShadowRabbi has, you would expect the creep spread to be something more than that, but you know what? He's just been under so much molestation from our friend Passion. I mean, like, who has time to spread creep? Certainly not me. I know that one for sure. No, don't stop the music. It's Control B? No, Control C. There we go, APM. I want to look at average APM, but you know what, whatever. I guess we are just a horrible person. Now, Creepspec finally gonna go ahead, finally gets a chance to make it, and then Passion fucks it all up. Good job, Passion. Oh, you want to annoy the Zerg player as much as you possibly can. That drone, the Sniperino, yeah, you saw him not attacking for just a second to get that drone. That is a very nice little move there from our friend Passion. Let's go back on his side of the map, see what is up in Danger Town. 1, 2, 3 barracks and a 3rd command center, so he's on equal footing with the Zerg approximately. I would say the Zerg 59 to 48 total workers on 3 bases, getting his 4th while the Terran lands his 3rd. I would say that's alright. I would say that's alright if you're ShadowRabbi. You know what? That's fine as long as you're going towards something. He has Roaches, he has Ravagers, he doesn't want to stick on that. He thinks, like, he's gonna admit it, that it's a shitty composition the more the game goes on, right? So he should be taking toward at least a hive, and beep-a-da-bop-a-da-boo, yeah, he is going for that hive. Probably gonna see some very nice space cows puts themselves onto the Terran menace. Now this creep threat, still a little lackluster. It's okay, you know, sure it happens to a lot of Zerg players. Unfortunately though, his macro is kind of slipping up as well. His index have been being kept up fairly well. However, this queen is high on energy, which means probably not the best it could have been. How many larvae does he have? He doesn't have any larvae. He has 5 and 1,800 minerals to spend. Macro not looking so good for our friend ShadowRabbi. His passion stems on into the main base. What good is all the macro in the world if you can't spend it? I'll tell you what's good. A nice surround from our friend ShadowRabbi. Now passion taking the big banding shots as well. Forced to retreat by the skin of his the skin of his teeth. And passion, unfortunately, rebuffed for now. 50 to 44 total army. This is looking good, but this is one of the problems that many Zerg players, time after time, will face over and over again in their careers. They just can't spend those pesos, I tell you. It's a very much an epidemic. 6 more drones are on the way. He's now kind of getting to a high drone count. Going to high 160 drones, definitely not something you want to be doing. I mean, at this point, if you're having troubles macroing, Zerg players out there, I'm calling to you far, I'm calling to you wide. Just get a macro hatch, no shame in it at all, and you would be able to spend your bank, and you would be able to just like thrust your Zergness into your opponent, and I promise you, you will be a much better player as a result of it. Don't you dare lose that medevac. You didn't lose it. Now, Ravagers coming out, they're unsupported though. You need Infestors, you need Roaches, you need Lings, you need something. These Ravagers are naked, and they are afraid. Thankfully, the reinforcements come over here to close up the Ravagers beforehand. Now, the Ultra Cavern, is that finished yet? Has it finished yet? Yeah, okay, has it finished? Has it finished yet? Indeed it has. Now, it needs to start focusing on making Ultras. One Ultra is on the way. Is he supply blocked? Oh, 130 out of 136 supply. Honestly, as a Terran player, a Zerg player, no shame in being 200 out of 136. Honestly, none at all. He's going to be supply blocked for such a long time. This may not be one of the bigger points to focus on in this match, but you know what? This is going to stop him from making Ultra, stop him from making anything for such a long time. That 30 to 40 seconds where he can't get those extra Ultras, can't get those extra Links, can't get those extra Banes, those are 30 to 40 seconds that Passion's going to look at and say, I'm going to spread these 30 to 40 seconds on my bagel in the morning and eat it! And he's going to do that right in front of the Zerg player, and he's going to push him, and it is going to be amazing, folks. On a side note, I went jogging today with my doggies. It was nice. I wore a little bit too much, but yeah, dog jogging, exactly what it sounds like. Now, fourth base has landed for our friend Passion. Now, it is going to morph into a planetary, which, if you've seen any of my previous casts, you know that making goddamn planetaries are very good. Get out of there! Haul ass! What are you doing? No, just run! Go! Go away! Go to your family and friends! Run home where you belong! Oh, you should. I know they miss you as sure as you miss them. Go along! Hurry before they leave you behind! Remember, there's no place like the swarm. And it also does realize that this is being the truth. Oh, Bailing's actually trying to go ahead and roll onto this debris. Thank God the Lings are stopping them from being stupid. Good job, Zerglings. More Space Scouts are on the way, but they're not just here just yet. One more is joining up. Now it is 4 Ultraless. Passion has been struggling to find that damage. Let's see what responses he has. He's just now begun Liberator production. Only 4 tanks and 1 Marauder. And that is supposed to kill all of this. I am just not sensing it, folks. ShadowRabbi is in an amazing position. Actually, he's in an okay position. No, he's in a position. You know what? He is just something, because he has 4 bases to 4 bases. He has the tech, but he doesn't have the economy. Super interesting. I would love to see some Ling run bys, especially on Ascension to Wire. You know what, going over here, sending some Lings over here, they can hit multiple bases at once, and it really forces the Terran player to be on top of everything. This, my friends, is not a tight wall off. Lings slipping through here, moving into nowhere, because that is a tight wall off. Wow, Passion. Clap, 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 slap. That is some good walling off. Now, here is something unusual. We are seeing some Vipers, and I know what you're thinking, folks. Vipers are not used that much versus Terran, but you know what, you gotta start somewhere. The scan's going on down, let's see what they see. They see the 5th base location, and they see the no 5th base location. Well, he sees both 5th base locations, sees one has a hatchery and one does not. This speed overload actually gonna die in the 13 minute and 58 second mark, so now we'll just put that on its epitaph. Rip Overlord, some amount of time to 1358. Lots of Banelings working on end though. I tell you, this is one scary ass Zerg army. Look at that, blinding clouds of ducks and whatnot. Oh, this could be absolutely awful. Oh, No! Traitor Space Cow! Traitor Space Cow! Oh my gosh, and I messed up the camera. 1 second. Alright, we're back, and not as competent as we previously were. Sorry for the interruption, folks. Let's go ahead and get back on into the action as seamlessly as possible. Now, ooh, good place to get back on. In this fifth specification, gonna get destroyed for my friend ShadowRabbi. Actually, not very good for him. And meanwhile, ooh, ShadowRabbi is not defending back at home. He took out the 4th base, but meanwhile, the Terran player, ooh, if you can't kill the army, don't kill it. Just go for the bases. You can win that way. Look at this. Ultra's finally coming on back. And here's something. These are 4 Liberators in the air. Now 3 Liberators. What's there to kill this? Vipers? Technically, but not really. The engagement is going to happen right here, right now. Oh, the Zerg army getting choked on up. Oh, what a horrible engagement to be taken for our friend ShadowRabbi. Plummeting in supply. The Space Cow standing there in shock. Trying to nibble onto the Marines. Trying to do what they can. But unfortunately, I think it's a little bit too late. Baneling's morphing on in desperation. 6 more Ultras are on the way. He just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. I think he's going to take it through a bad engagement. Looks like, though, our friend Passion's barely going to squeak by. Can he take out the Ultras, though? There's just no DPS in these Marines. The Ultras are laughing as the Marines basically just deodorize the armpits of the Ultras. And the Ultras are going to back off for the time being. There's nothing to kill that bad boy. Hydrogen coming in on the way. Where's the Spire? Oh, does he not have a Spire? Oh, huge mistake. You need that Spire to deal with Liberators. Once they get Liberator range, you can't come in with Ultras. You just can't. You need those Croppers. They're so much more, have so much more utility than the Hydras. Oh, okay. Looks like, though, it's not over just yet. It is 4 bases to... it's over, folks. No, I'm joking. 3 bases to 4. ShadowRabbi trying to establish his 4th base, though. He still has a superior army. I mean, there is still not much of an anti-Ultralist tech. I would like to say Passion it still has taken a lot of damage on these medevacs, actually. These bows better get to work. These bows. Can I not say boys properly now? These boys are getting back to work. Landing a couple mules to help in the repairing effort. Huh? What? That's a Traitor Marines! Traitor Marines! Traitor Marines. Basically exactly what you expected. Those Marines were the traitorous of traitors. Looks as though we have a game that's somewhat stabilized, surprisingly enough. Creep spread. Now finally starting to move out for our friend ShadowRabbi. Look at that. I guess he's focusing it. Finally what he needs to do. Hydras are on the way. This is still a winnable game. 120 army spent to 99, but look at that. Just look at it. Just observe it and then never think about it ever again because, oh my goodness. You're gonna have nightmares, folks. This fucking evil shit. I swear to God, man. Hey, are you on hold position or something? How many Ultras are there? Okay, there are 2 Ultras there. There we go. Thank God. Kill that evil. Get out of here. What are you doing? Die. Get assimilated. What a horrible evolution chamber to be a part of, folks. Inferno Prelate. Plus 3 vehicle weapons are on the way. For our friend Passion. Next is how he wants to stick on a tank counter to these Ultras. Tanks don't kill Ultras, though. I mean, they kill Ultras, but they don't, like, kill Ultras. I mean, ghosts kill Ultras. Like, tanks just kind of, Ultras, right? They give them a hard slap across the face. But they definitely do not kill them. A couple of Liberators. So is that really what you need against it? Does he have a Ghost Academy on the way? Not in the Structures tab, not in the Units tab. Why would it be? Or in the Production tab, I suppose. So it looks as though our friend ShadowRabbi is in the clear for now. As long as Passion doesn't make any more Liberators, he has much too many Marines. I mean, you see all these Marines. Against 2 Ultras, I'd be like, ooh, I don't know if these Marines can do it. Or caster. But like against like 10 Ultras, I just don't think it's gonna. These Marines are gonna do practically nothing. Hold that thought. 12 Ultras now moving on in. The kiting is pretty good for our friend ShadowRabbi. He needs infestors. He needs to stop this army from running away. And that's what's been missing. No infestors. The bandits are his only hope to stop from getting kited to oblivion. Ooh, he's unsieging. This is the one moment for our friend ShadowRabbi to make it happen. Ultras are moving on in. The tanks are trying to siege on up the river as Duke and taking out across the bound. And Passion is pushed back. Bushwalked back once again from our friend ShadowRabbi. Let's take a look at the resources last time. It can't be pretty. It was not pretty. Let's go back to that. Look at that, though. 18,000 to 19,000. Much more even than you may think. As a Terran player, you kind of want that to be a little higher for the Zerg player. You know, you need to focus on that efficiency. Passion, of course, is having a lot of problems, man. Listen to these Hydralisks. I hear them going like the little slithery bastards they are. Are they going to take down this command center? No, I think that was a bad pull away. He had an army spine advantage and everything, man. This is turning out to be a very nice game whatsoever. Look at these links. They're just sticking around behind that Baneling. Gosh. What is it with Zerg units and getting stuck behind crap? I will never know, folks. 3 more Ultralists are on the way. 2 evolution chambers in the main base. The hive has tentacles coming out of it. It makes me uncomfortable, but also it is awakening something in me that I'm gonna repress for many, many years to come. Because we're not about that life. It's about StarCraft, it's about casting it, it's about playing it. Now, ShadowRabbi is gonna go ahead and catch a couple of the reinforcements for our friend Passion. I just don't know what our friend Passion is gonna do to win this game. It has been very close so far, very hard fought from both players. One thing to note though, 51 to 63 total workers. The Zerg player needs to get his economy up and running. He has the minerals to make a nice swath of links. He can make what, 20 links? No, drones, drones. Let's see. Am I trying to do math on here? Yes, I am. He can make around 12 drones. No, he can't because he just spent his bank. But he could have made around 12 drones with 600 minerals, which would have been nice. I mean, he's trying to saturate himself. He has 1, 2. He has 2 saturated bases, which isn't bad. This one actually getting canceled by a good job from our friend Passion. And ShadowRabbi actually moving everything back to take care of it. I don't know, man. You can't let Terrans pick you apart like a violin being serviced by a shitty violin player. Master ear. You didn't come here for quality, folks. You came here for... Actually, not even quantity either. Why do you guys keep coming here? I have no idea. I will never know, folks. Who knows? Follow your nose to the mysteries that flows, to the rhymes that flow, and oh no! Passion! Gotta be careful, so many ultras, and actually, did every single one of those corrosive... Did every single one of those corrosive valves just miss? I think they did. Stemming off creep now with a much healthier marauder count from 1 up to 9. Or 8 or 7 or something. From 1 to... Yeah, okay, 9. 1 to 9. Good job, Passion. Here's actually something interesting to note. He can... Marauders can just absolutely kite ultras off creep for days. Especially with tank support. I'm kind of digging this as a response. Our friend ShadowRabbi is not taking great engagements, and look at that, just choking himself up. Classic mistake here in the main base, and meanwhile, or main engagement spot, and meanwhile, this drop again is gonna cancel the same hatchery. Passion, man, really fighting hard to bring himself back this game. There are a couple of queens over here to possibly take care of liberators. There are not many ultimates left, from 12 down to 6. It doesn't take a genius to know that is 12 divided by 2. So he has to have as many ultimates, folks. Not looking swell. Speaking of swells, 12 wings are on the way, which is not really a swell of Zerglings, it's just a matter of Zerglings. Nice position by Passion over here. Nice utilization of the terrain as well, forcing the Zerg pair to choke themselves on up over here if they so want to, battle it. Oh my gosh, I just don't know what our friend ShadowRabbi can do. What is he? I mean, how many bases do they have mining? Let's check that again. We'll say 1.5 bases to 2 healthily mining. What the hell? Oh my god, something's crazy happening. But that's not the point. Something crazy is also happening in this engagement. Now, counting back to the choke point is our friend Passion. A good play to get him back into the game. Now, these tanks are a little bit exposed. The Passion will be pushed back once more by the onslaught of ShadowRabbi. Let's take a look at upgrades, shall we not? No, we shall not. And the camera is messed up. 1 second. Alrighty, folks, we have whipped ourselves, salted the wounds, and walked 2 McMoons in someone else's McCossins. We will not make that mistake again. Sorry to interrupt the action. This is a great TvZ. Let's get pumped to it. And where were we? Yes, the Ultralists. They were moving on in. Passion making a very desperate last stand, it would appear so. Now, these battles are going to go ahead and rain on down. And unfortunately, Passion just trying to do the best that he can, trying to cut the Ultralists at best, but the supply is just not looking in its favor. Actually, 42 to 40 armor supply to 70, and this 40 armor supply isn't gonna kill this 70 armor supply any second soon. Now, Passion, this Liberator is gonna get died. Yes, it is gonna indeed, in fact, get that dead. These Liberators are gonna go ahead and fall. And now Passion, he has fought a very well game, but I'm not sure what he has left. He has mining bases. He has 1.5-ish mining bases. Meanwhile, the Zerg player is starting to rebuff his economy. His bases are going on up. He's moving into the production of our friend Passion. This is stage number 2 of death as a stage number 2 of death as a Terran player when your production is under siege. Now, Passion trying to make a desperate last stand attempt. He's moving into the main base. He has Stim, he has Bio, he has Marauders, and he has a lot of hatred toward Ultras. he can still bring this back. He does have a nice worker advantage. He just needs to clean up this army. I just don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. The ultras are getting on in. The bio is cutting the best that they can. The micro is just being displayed phenomenally. And actually, the last ultra does go down. These Ravagers now very not clothed. And Passion, in an astounding turn of events, has managed to rebuff ShadowRabbi. Unfortunately, no concussive shields on these Marauders. So these Ravagers and Hydras are going to get away pretty unscathed. There is 1.5-ish mining bases for our friend Passion to the 2 of our friend ShadowRabbi, and actually that is a game you can win. You can win that. Passion, you can try. 55 to 52 total army supply. ShadowRabbi not doing half bad. Passion floating a lot of minerals and a lot of gas. God, give me his bank in my games. Jeez, sweet powder. I guess a lot of his production did get destroyed, so you know what, I should stop being a dick, because he literally can't spend it. But, Valve's are landing over here on this orbital command, which is the focus right now. It's probably going to go down as long as Passion's army, these Lings and Ultras are going to go ahead, get right on top of the bio. For a second there, it looks doable, but now, 54 arms by the 35, it still looks doable. Hey, who would have thunk, right? 160 supply to 101. 3-3-3-3-3-2. Is completed for both players. I mean, God, just look at this resources lost stat. Look at that. Now Terran has starting to lose more than the Zerg player in these engagements. As you can see, he's definitely lost more than the Zerg player beforehand. This wasn't the case. Like, ShadowRabbi was down by 1,000 or so. Now Passion, in 1 or 2 bad engagements, unfortunately, is starting to feel the brunt of his losses. He is still mining, though. He's still mining. If more barracks are on the way, he's gonna spend that money. If ShadowRabbi lets him take a breath, just, he should be A-OK. However, Ultralists, they are kinky bastards, and they will tie that belt around your neck, and they will not let you so much as inhale. They're moving on in under the Liberators. It doesn't matter. The bio is trying to cut back the best to its abilities. The Ultra is trying to take everything on out. A lot of damage was soaked, but the Liberators have gone down, and now another Ultralist here to do what it can to the bio. It can't quite kite on creep as long as the Ultra stays on creep, which should be alive, but no, does end up getting taken down. A GG from ShadowRabbi. He actually just doesn't have the army. He can't stop the push. Oh my gosh, did Passion do it? I think he did. A GG is called, and Passion, so beside himself with joy, undoubtedly has managed to do one of the most astounding comebacks I've ever seen in the TvZ matchup. It would look down, he looked out, he looked like a guy that could go for a beer to drown his sorrows, but no, he just kept persevering through. He knew the power of Terran to take good engagements, to arrest, to be cost effective, and at the very end, in the very barest of situations, Passion was managed to scrape by the win off of ShadowRabbi. ShadowRabbi needed better engagements. He needed those fangs. He needed infestors to stop this fast-ass bio army from moving. Unfortunately, though, folks, shoulda, coulda, woulda is the story of StarCraft, and thank you so much for watching. Sorry there were so many interruptions. I really do. The interface, the keyboard, my incompetence, a lot of it adds up to not a very good time, but I'm glad you stuck through it till the end. You can send me your replays at Mr789@outlook.com. And I'll be sure to get back to you on that. This was actually sent to me via that email, so if you are interested, folks, come on, the times are running out. Actually, it's not. I'm very desperate. Please send them in. Thank you so much for watching, folks. If you did enjoy what you liked, if you did like what you saw and heard here today, please go ahead, leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out much more than you may think. I will love you very, very, very long time. Sorry that this outro was so long. Take care, folks. You can leave a comment down below if you are so inclined. And remember, folks, above all else, I should stop doing this. It makes me look like a buckfoy. But that's not the point, folks. Thank you for watching. That is the point. And remember, folks, that the internet could always use some more heroes.